Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lindsay Artkop, and this is Musicians on the Record.
Hey, it's Dave Levine. I'm the executive director of Hit Like a Girl, and I'm here on Musicians on the Record with David doing a podcast today. So please tune in.
Hi, I'm Faith Benson. I'm on Musicians on the Record today. Hit it.
Can you take us through your process of learning about the contest, preparing for it, submitting, and then what it was like to win?
Sure. So I first found out about the contest the first year it came out, which is, I think, like 2011, around then. And every year I would prepare a video and enter it in. And it was really fun, and I loved the process. Every year I would do something different. Sometimes I did like jazz tracks, other times I did like funk tracks, and I just submitted them. And it was cool getting to see everybody else's videos and learn and grow. But I never even made it to the finals, let alone placed in any of the competition. So the third time I entered was like the fourth year into it. I really tried to go all out and like put a lot of time and effort into my video. And at the same time, I'd been at Berkeley for like a semester or two, and I'd really been working on my playing and practicing a lot. So by the time I went to record my video, I had a lot more chops and musicality at that point, and then I decided I wanted to do a combination of different styles. So I put together a track that had a little intro, a Fox intro, to kind of start things off, and then I did Giant Steps, a jazz composition by John Coltrane, and then I did a funk track and a Latin track. So I kind of had like all of these things back to back, and I went into a studio in Boston to record it, and I got a videographer, and then I put it together and I submitted it, and then I found out I was in the finals, and then they had the live show on Drum Channel, and then they announced that I won, which is super cool.
Congratulations, first and foremost, for winning the 2017 contest. What was that like?
It was super crazy. I was not expecting it, and then I did win, and I was like, what the heck? So, yeah.
How did it come about where you even learned about the contest and then prepared for it?
So my mom found the contest, and I decided to enter the year after that, and then I did, and then preparing for it, I watched all the other videos, and I was like, so what do I want to do? And then I continued to do that for 3 years, and then, yeah.
So you prepared for 3 years?
Yes.
Wow. Now, I was also reading that you wrote your own song for the contest. Can you say a little bit about that?
So I was really inspired by this drummer, Anna Canillis, because she produces her own stuff, and like I was like, oh man, I really want to do that. I want to make my own track. And so I sat down and I wrote it, and then my sisters and I recorded it.
So this Hit Like a Girl, it's a program, it is a contest. Tell us a little bit about what it is and how it got started, David.
Okay, so Hit Like a Girl started in 2012, which is about 8 years ago. We were looking for ways to kind of expand the drum market and get more people to play drums. My saying is that we already make enough drums, we need to make more drummers. And so a group of us, including Phil Hood, who is the publisher of Drum, and Mindy Abovitz, who is the publisher of Tom Tom magazine, put our heads together. And we thought it would be great to do a contest, because a contest would kind of expose the female drummers that are out there, and it might actually encourage some other young girls to start playing the drums. You know, people say, well, how did you do that, flying people in all over the world and doing all this big contest? And actually, it's relatively simple in the modern age because everything's online. So in order to enter, the drummer would shoot a video, produce their own video, and just post it to YouTube or Vimeo, and then they would just register the URL, the link, on our website, and that would be their entry. And then everyone in the world can see it. We can have our judges, take a look at it and review it, and then we can announce the winners, and everything's just online. So we have contestants from over 50 countries all around the world. We have a special different contest in China because they don't actually have access to YouTube. They have their own contest. And it's been just going great. Every year it gets bigger and bigger, and it seems to be having a really positive impact.
What did you feel when you found out you won?
It felt amazing. It felt it felt really good because I had, like I said, it submitted so many times, and it just proved to me that if you just keep on going and you keep on building and practicing and working hard, then you can accomplish things as long as you don't stop. And it also gave me confidence in my playing more, and it led to a lot of other opportunities. Like that led to PASIC, and PASIC led to meeting a lot of people and Hit Like a Girl. And it kind of just added a new chapter in my life and progressed things overall in my music career, which is really awesome.
Your mom found out about the contest and you did this preparation. Tell me a little bit about the process of getting the video ready and then submitting it. What was that like?
Yeah, so coming up with the song was a really fun process, and I would just I'm homeschooled, so my mom would let me take off school for a week and just spend the entire week writing. Cool. And so I would what I would first do is I'd think what kind of beats do I want in there, what kind of time signatures, and then I'd show it to my sisters, and then I'd be like, okay, so this is what I want, and then we'd record it and make a track and a metronome map, and then I'd tell my parents that we're ready, and then they'd get the lights ready, and we'd just take a day to film it, and and then I just submit it to Hit Like a Girl after posting it on YouTube, and I'd do a write-up or whatever. So yeah, that's the process.
So let's also talk about the motivation for this. Obviously is the joy and the love of drums, which we both got drums in the background. Very cool. What do women and girls win if they win this contest?
Well, okay, don't get concerned because they don't win your drum set, but they will win a drum set from one of our sponsors. And we have, I would say, almost every drum company in the industry is supporting our program. Wow. So it might be a Yamaha kit or a DW kit or a Tama or Pearl or Gretsch, SJC, Pork Pie. I mean, so many of the companies are supporting us now.
Okay, so they get to choose, but they get a drum set.
They get a drum set. I mean, it might be a Roland kit, electronic drums. We also have all the drumhead manufacturers. We have most of the major cymbal companies. I think we have 5 or 6 drumstick companies, accessories, mics. So they get a whole package. It's not just the drums, but the cymbals, the hardware, the sticks, the heads, the mics, headphones. I mean, that's what they can win.
The process, I believe, is you post it on YouTube, your video, and then you submit it to the Hit Like a Girl contest. Yeah. Where did it go from there?
So Hit Like a Girl would post my video under my category, which was and then people could watch it from there, and they could even vote. So yeah.
Okay. And how did you find out you won?
Oh my gosh. So I actually went to Drum Channel that year, and I was I think they did they had me up there for an interview or something like that, and then I was on the panel when they were telling everyone who the winners were, and so they did the second runner-up, the first runner-up, and then when they were doing the finalists, they called the finalists, and there was a phone ringing in the person's pocket next to me, and they answered, they're like, "Oh, Faith, it's for you." And so I found out I won right there on Drum Channel. It was really cool.
What did you feel when you found out you won?
I was just really shocked, and I was like, I think I almost cried. I think I did end up crying later. But I was really shocked and really happy because there's so many amazing people. And I didn't think I was going to win because I was I was there, and then there was a phone ringing, and I was like, oh my God, someone has their phone on and it's just ringing. And then they're like, oh, it's for you. And I was like, what?
For a young girl or a young woman who wants to win like you, Hit Like a Girl contest, and or be in the music business, what advice would you give them?
I would advise them that the only thing you really need is passion. Because if you're passionate about it, then you will do the work and you'll see it through to the end. If you are somebody that works hard, but you're trying to, like have a different goal, like make a lot of money or like, like impress people or something other than having pure passion for music, then it's not for you. And that's fine. But if you're super passionate about it, then you can absolutely do anything that you put your mind to. All you need to do is practice, seek guidance, have a mentor, keep on building relationships and connections, and literally never stop and never give up. And that's pretty much it.
When is the contest coming up the next time, David?
So the 2019 contest is going to start on March 1st. We open for entries on March 1st. We will close the entries on April 15th, so there's a 6-week period. Within those 6 weeks, we have a mini contest every week where the contestants are judged, and then we award prizes every week to kind of encourage people not to wait for the last minute.
Right.
At the end of the 6-week period, we have public voting for 2 weeks, so people can go online and vote for their favorites. And then after the 2 weeks of public voting, we have the celebrity voting in late April, I guess it is. And then usually by the middle or end of May, we announce the winners. I mean, it's every year it just gets more and more support, more and more awareness, and I think more and more girls drumming. So it's a win-win.
Right, and that's really the goal. Where can girls and women and everybody find out more about this, David?
Okay, so our website is www.hitlikeagirlcontest.com. We also have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, social pages. I believe it's just at Hit Like a Girl or Hit Like a Girl Contest. People can find us pretty easily, and we'll be, posting more and more stuff as we get closer to the start of the contest.
Sounds great. It's a wonderful thing that you're doing, and it's great drumming in the community. David Levine, Executive Director of Hit Like a Girl, thanks so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having us. I really appreciate it.